week we rode from Xichang to Chengdu.
Yep, and we had quite the detour along the way. So we originally planned to ride to Ya'an and then Chengdu, and then switched our plans in Xichang to riding to Emei, or Lushan is the closest city, and then Chengdu, so that we could see somewhere new because we've already ridden the route to Ya'an before.
A little bit of the route to Ya'an.
Yeah, and so that we could avoid this huge climb that we would have to do coming into Chengdu. But we ended up back in Ya'an anyway, due to some
unforeseen circumstances.
Yeah, unforeseen circumstances involving Chinese police that said no. So that was fun, but we made it to Chengdu. So yesterday we took a rest day here in Xichang, and we're feeling rejuvenated and excited to keep going now, which was good because when we stopped we were really tired. But we actually decided to change our route because I actually looked up where Emei was, and it said it was only 240 kilometers from here. So I put it on the map, and it turns out we can turn off of the G108, take a different road, which not only leads us to Emei, is the same distance to Chengdu, but it also avoids the big 1,200 meter climb we were gonna have to do. So it's a win-win-win. Just a normal day. Or Chengdu town, whatever the heck it's called. They've got different names on different maps and different signs, so who really knows. We've got another day of climbing ahead of us. Should be our last real day of climbing until after we leave Chengdu in maybe like a week and a half, so that's exciting. We've got essentially 3 peaks to go over. There's like a 400 meter up and then 200 meter descent, and then like a 100 or 200 meter up, little bit of descent, and then the last kicker of a 500 meter peak before we descend for like 1,500 meters or something like that, all the way back down to the valley, where I'm sure it'll be about 100 degrees again. Let's do it!
Hello.
Hello! You video us, I video you. Ni hao. Ni hao, brown cow. 早上好。 Made it over the first two peaks. Now we are stopped on the side of the road, just ate some oats for breakfast, and we're getting ready to head up the last one. 500 meters to go till we reach the top. Not a bad view for a breakfast stop. I can't believe I'm wearing a jacket right now. It is so, I think it's only like 60 degrees still. And it's like 9:30 in the morning, which is unheard of for this trip so far. So, feeling great. Hopefully the good weather continues. Made it to the top of our last big climb until we leave Chengdu. We got about 50 kilometers down now. Hopefully it's a good descent. Should be fun. It's so nice up here though, I almost don't want to leave.
So, get on the bike.
Justin says let's go.
Today we rode over this beautiful, beautiful road. It was spectacular. It's really what bike touring is all about. We had beautiful road, beautiful mountains, beautiful scenery, smooth pavement, and little traffic. And it was just gorgeous.
It was pretty awesome and amazing weather. It was only like 50 degrees.
Oh my
when we
gosh,
started.
it was 50 degrees. It felt so good climbing and not pouring sweat the whole time.
Yeah. It's the only climb it was still what, like 1,200 meters?
Yeah, it was a lot of 100 meters.
Yeah, but it was the only like really long climb we did that like we got to the top and weren't like completely fried.
Yeah.
Because the weather was so nice.
Yeah, we
It
got to
wasn't
the
hot at
top.
all.
Realistically, when you see the footage go by, you won't think it's China. It looked like Switzerland going by.
Yeah, it was really beautiful. We are currently in Ya'an, which is not at all where we're supposed to be.
Not where we thought we were going.
No. So yesterday was a very eventful day. We were riding along this beautiful gorge, having a great time. The scenery was incredible. We were planning on riding about at least 90k, if not more, towards Emei and Lushan. That was where we were planning on heading. The plan was to stop at Emei and hike up the mountain for 2 days. before riding into Chengdu. But we came through this tunnel. We had ridden about, what, like 60K?
Yeah, about 60K. We had just exited a 5-kilometer tunnel, and the cops stop us.
And so they went past us in the tunnel, and then we came out of the tunnel, and they had stopped, and they got out of their car, and we rode up to them, and they went, "Stop! Stop, stop, stop!" And we were like, okay. And the first thing they asked us was, "Can we see your visas?" And we're like, sure. Like, this has happened to us before in China, not a big deal. So we take out our passports, they look at our visas, no problem. But then they say, "Oh, you're American. Sorry, foreigners can't go any farther down this road." And we're like, oh, okay, why? And I mean, it was my fault because my Chinese isn't good enough to like understand his answer as to why. But what we kind of deduced is that the upcoming town was like an area that foreigners couldn't go to. And we think it's some sort of military base or something. Yeah?
Yeah, it's either military or crackdown on minorities. That's the only reasons that foreigners can't go to places.
Yeah.
So whatever it is, doesn't really matter. We tried to ask if we could get a car ride through to the other side, and they said no, that's not possible either. He even conferred with his boss.
Yeah, I mean, they were really nice. They did try. Like, he was like, "All right, wait a second. I'm going to call my boss. We're going to see if we can, like, help you." Because we were like, we've ridden too far. Like, we can't turn around and ride 60 kilometers back to the town we started in.
Yeah, it's like 100K to Emei that way, or 300K around to Emei.
Yeah.
Unacceptable.
We were like, we're on a bike. Like, this is not possible. So he did talk to his bosses, but then he came back and he was like, they said no. Like, not even in a car, foreigners can't go there. So I don't know. They are clearly doing something shady because there's no reason that we couldn't like hop in a car or a truck and just drive through the area. Because he said once we got past there, we could ride to Emei. Like, Emei, Lashan, no problem. It was just like that section in between. So we ended up deciding to just take a bus back to the town that we had stayed in the night before. And at that town, just take a bus to Xichang. So that's what we did. And now we're here in Xichang, and we're getting ready to go out and ride to Chengdu today. Oh, yeah. I guess that makes sense. This frustrates us to no end in China. Washing down the road. Ridiculous. The road does not need to be soaking wet. Walking or hitchhiking to Lhasa, we assume. Oh my god. We've seen so many bike tourists and now hitchhikers or walkers. All we assume heading to Lhasa because we've ridden this route before. And that's where everybody was going in the opposite direction of us. Yeah, and that's where we can't go. But it's just funny because we've seen like 0 bike tours so far in China, and now today coming from Xichang to Chengdu on the G318, G108.